Hello everybody. I am now going to invite Santos on here. Okay. Santos. You're here, brother.
Hey, Isaac.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Yourself, brother?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Really excited for this live. Grateful for your time. Grateful for everyone's time who is going to be tuning in and joining us. Thank you for everyone's time who's joining us. Yeah. On Instagram too, of course. First, we're gonna do Instagram and YouTube at the same time, but guys, we can't figure out how to do two different devices, two different platforms at the same time right now, so we'll do that another time. But we're gonna upload this to YouTube afterwards. Santos and I have been together and connected for the last year. I reached out to him after a live that he did on YouTube about a year from now. It was right around a year ago from now. And he was talking about some toxic ingredients in some different products. And, then later on talking about his health in different ways. And I was like, man, he just needs to get on Purium. We need to send him some Biomedic. He needs some Power Shake, some Super Amino 23, and it'll change his life. And so I reached out to him on Facebook. I was basically blowing you up until I got your attention. And got your attention. We got connected. Got some product in your hands within a month or so, you down in Mexico. And now you've been on the product for a year now, brother. Tell us, how are you feeling? How are you feeling since your hiatus of really not going live with anyone? You've been live a few times recently with a few different people, but how are you feeling since your media break about a year ago? Number one. Number two, how are you feeling on Purium in general?
Yeah, thanks, Isaac. So I had to take a break. I simply had to. I nearly died at the end of 2021. And most of the people who follow my channel, they know this. They saw a decline in my health around middle of 2021 when my father passed away. That was about July. Then August, September. I remember I started losing a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to December, I was like down to skin and bones, and something was killing me.
Now, definitely.
So I hallucinated for 10 days straight. I didn't sleep for 5 days straight. And then that induced hallucination. It was awful. It was really, really scary. I've never hallucinated before. And it was also beautiful because some of those hallucinations were great. But that was around December, right at the end of 2021. And then January, after the hallucinations, it was so scary having nearly died and being so health conscious and doing many protocols and whatnot, and then death right there at the door. I could have died any moment, and I realized this is not good. So I changed something. I made a decision, and within about 6 weeks, just on fruit and vegetables, I restored my health completely.
Brilliant.
And that lasted for a couple of weeks. And the itch came back. This skin itch. I've never been able to work out what it was. So I realized I had a real fight on my hands. Something was wrong. I just kept up with my protocols. But what I found was I wasn't happy with supplements, and I wasn't happy with any of the organic food either. In Mexico, we have good organic food, but now that I've moved to Chiapas, it's a little bit riskier, and you don't know whether you're really getting what you're paying for. So I was looking for supplement greens and supplements, really, really good stuff that I could put in my smoothies and keep healthy.
Of course.
And so a few came my way, and then I discovered this company. I forget what it's called. And then I realized that they were putting artificial flavor, and they weren't disclosing where that artificial flavor was coming from. And
Very important.
you saw that video, and you contacted me and said, Santos, yeah, look, I'm with Purium, and we don't add anything. It's all, there's no sprays. This is organic. It's heirloom. It's all done with love and consciousness. I think you sent me something. Anyway,
I sent you a video explaining glyphosate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
So I went for your smoothie greens and the amino acids. That's the one that really got me. This one.
Yes, sir.
And Biomedic to get rid of the glyphosate.
Yes, sir.
So you guys had all the products, all of them. Tart cherry, ginseng, the body tonic. You've got all kinds. You've got a beetroot for your smoothies. You've got all dark berries. You've got MPV Sport, Super Meal. I use Purium every single day, and I would have to say that that's my staple now. Purium is my staple.
Brilliant. Which of the shakes would you say that you use most in your smoothies? Number one, and then tell us number two. What of Super Amino 23? What did that do for you specifically?
This made me feel more. This made me feel chunkier and more solid, and just a better digestive tract function. Yeah, like the amino acids, the 11. You've got 23 here, of course, but you've got 11 of the essential ones, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I realised that's backwards because I'm on. But anyway, that's. So yeah, I take 6. Well, 6 a day is. You had me on more at one stage, right?
Yeah, at one stage, we were into a catabolic state. I mentioned how your body was basically eating its own muscle tissue, and that's why, you were in the state that you were in, and that Super Amino 23 is so valuable because it goes straight to the working muscle, whatever muscle is working, within 23 minutes, skipping the kidneys, liver, and digestive tract. In 23 minutes, it's pre-digested vegan protein from legumes, non-soy legumes, organic non-soy legumes. It's really called the master amino pattern. Doctors use this with patients on dialysis for, patients that cannot work out, they cannot use their muscles at all, so they cannot maintain their muscle mass, right? Well, Super Amino 23 allows them to maintain their muscle mass. Really, in the hospital, they call it the master amino pattern. Well, Purium has a collaboration with the master amino pattern, and we're the only ones able to sell them under the name of Super Amino 23 because of what it does. It goes straight to the muscles within 23 minutes. And so, yeah, Santos, minimum 6 a day for you right now. When you're in any type of a building state, anyone who's exercising, I take 10 a day on a workout, sometimes even 15 if it's a really hard workout. Especially so many people in the plant-based world, people with compromised gut microbiomes, compromised kidneys, compromised livers, they're having a hard time digesting these proteins, right? As well as absorbing them. Processing them in general through the digestive system is a problem. Then absorbing them and them going to the muscle tissue, it's a problem for many people in the plant-based community. I can't lie. I can't say that I'm ignorant to it. And it was affecting me the same way it was affecting you, bro. Partially, my vision was a little bit fuzzy for a little while when I was off Super Amino 23, and then I got back on it and I realized, wow, this makes my vision better because of certain amino acids that are in there. And yeah, just the recovery aspect is absolutely incredible. So, you were talking about your favorite shakes as well. Which one of the shakes would you say was your favorite, Santos?
The dark berry by far. But they're all nice. They're all good. They're all different. I don't. Like one day I'll do dark berry and beet, for instance. The next day I'll do MPB Sport and Super Meal, and then
Yeah.
yeah, because you don't want to be doing dark berry every day if it's your favorite. You don't do that. You don't.
Nah.
Yeah. I like to have a pick. That's why I'm always getting a lot of stock. You know that, and
Yep.
I get everything. So. But by far my favourite is the dark berry. It's so delicious. It's always the most pleasant tasting smoothie I ever make.
Agreed. Agreed. By the way, I'm getting all these notifications for everyone following me. Just so everyone knows who's following me right now, this is my backup account. You can see my main account in the bio of this account. Please go follow that one as well. We had to go live from this account specifically because I'm blocked from going live from my main account for the next 10 days based on certain content posted. Whatever, Santos knows how it is. You were just blocked from YouTube for the last 2 weeks. That's how it goes in the truther community. But yeah, let's talk about your gut health, Santos. Where was your gut, before Purium? Where are you now?
Well, the good thing is that I found a product which is an ancient Chinese product before Purium. This was a year before, called Zen Cleanse. Of course, I'm affiliated with that too, and I'm so glad I did. I think I did 8 or 12. 10 to 12. I forget. Minimum 10 of those Zen cleanses. These critters here. Let me just show you quickly, guys. That one there. Okay. So I prepared. I removed all the bowel ropes. They were gone, and then Purium came along just at the right time, because now all my small intestines were cleaned and absorbing, and I wanted the best. I've been fooled before, where you take something, then you find that they've added something to it, or whatever. It's not the best quality, and sometimes even harmful. And so I've honed in on all the best things. Like Purium came to me because of my efforts to find the best, and that only the best came to me. So we're going to manifest it if we use our power correctly. I manifested this.
Absolutely, you did.
Yeah, because I made a nuisance of myself. Like I guess constantly making videos and content about health, and health is a big part of everything that I do. Of syncretism, it's a very, very, very big part. But I wasn't looking healthy. For 10 years, like, I'm talking about health and veganism, and people are looking at me thinking, well, why would you even contemplate it? Because it doesn't look well. And this happens sometimes. You know what I mean? It happens in every field, whether you're vegan or flesh eater or whatever, a doctor or a naturopath. You go to some doctors that don't look healthy. You go to naturopaths that don't look healthy. You see vegans that don't look healthy. You see flesh eaters that don't look healthy. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. You can't point to one little thing and be narrow-minded. And so, but it annoyed me that I was doing so much for health, and I was practicing, the best Ascension diet, and I thought, well, it's not all coming together, and that's not good.
Mm.
I saw
The
a lot of
Ascension diet, specifically the Ascension diet.
exactly, yeah, the Garden of Eden diet. That's what I call it. It's pure.
Right.
Humans were never ever blood eaters, ever. Um, the religion of flesh eating comes from the fallen ones, and they're vampires, cannibals. And so basically, they indoctrinate us in the schools that it's okay to kill animals. Thou shalt not kill. And to consume their blood, because that's essentially what you're doing. It's blood. You can't be having a steak or a fish or any kind of flesh and not be having the blood of that animal. That's just impossible.
Right. Yeah, the blood is on their hands at least, right? Whether or not it's in the flesh at that moment, it's at least on their hands because we vote with our dollars, and by us voting, by us buying plant-based things, we are reducing animal agriculture. By buying animal products, you are, inciting animal agriculture as well as inciting animal murder and torture. Really, slavery first, torture, murder. Yeah.
Like what goes around comes around. If we've got our freezers full of traumatized carcasses, death, well then that will come around. It'll come back to us. It definitely will, and it does. I mean, it comes quickly. I mean, the flesh eating diet doesn't have anyone that's lived, over 120. There's probably been one, and that's unacceptable. That's totally unacceptable.
Right.
These
And how many yogis have surpassed that in the Himalayas living, you know? And
yeah,
that's just all we know about.
I know. Well, I know about people who are on the earth, still on the earth, who've been around for thousands of years. They'd never dream of touching an animal, never, nor or hurting one, an insect, a spider, anything, never. And yeah, that's it. That is the Ascension and Eternal diet, a blood-free diet.
Of course. So we need living foods. And of course, Purium, fits in perfectly there. Guys, for those of you who don't know what Purium or who Purium is, Purium means pure and premium. For those of you who are purists, you want only purity in your body, that's all Purium is about. It's literally, it's the first word in that anagram is Purium, right? Or is pure, for its purity. Why? Because our superfoods are grown in virgin soil, number one. Number one, it's virgin soil. So, pesticides were never in that soil. They never compromised the soil, number one. Number two, it's regenerative. Number three, we don't use any pesticides. Number four, there's no heavy metals in that soil, and we have the tests to prove that. Number four, our foods are raw and living because they are sun-dried and wind-dried, activated by water. So when Santos is drinking his power shake, he's getting living wheatgrass, living spirulina, living amaranth, living quinoa and chia. When he's drinking his dark berry, he's getting living lion's mane, living all of the amla berries, so many berries that are in there, the ginkgo biloba, the fulvic acid and the humic acid. MVP Sport has pumpkin protein, pea protein. I think MVP Sport means major vegan protein. I'm going to have Ian come on here in a minute. He's going to talk more about these superfoods and what is in the superfoods, guys. Ian's going to bless us with his time for a moment here. He's got another live to be on in 30 minutes. But the philosophy of having living foods, guys, of what a colon cleanse does for you is it gives your body a break from dense foods. We are in a dense world, and so often we've been tricked into having this paradigm of having only cooked foods. Well, number one, your body requires enzymes for every process that it has to do. Every single process in the body requires enzymes. Therefore, when you kill the enzymes in your food, your body has to create its own to then process and digest that food. Well, if you leave it alive, it doesn't have to work as hard to digest all of your food. Then you are vibrating on a higher frequency because your body has enzymes functioning to do different things. So keep your enzymes alive during this colon cleanse when you get the ultimate lifestyle transformation. I recommend you give at least 3 to 5 days, if not 7 days, where you're having only raw foods during the parasite portion of the cleanse. Why? Because your body has to work 3 times harder breaking down cooked foods than it does raw foods. Digestion is the most energy expelling thing that we do as humans behind having sex. And for those of you who are exhausting your seed, just think of how exhausted you are after you exhaust your seed. And essentially the same thing is happening after every time we're eating cooked foods. So when you're giving yourself raw living foods, you're giving yourself an opportunity for cleansing to take place in your colon. Because right after the food is digested that's raw, your body gets an opportunity to clean and heal. It cleans out the left behind waste that's still in your colon. It can work on killing parasites that have not been exposed yet. It can work on the mucoid plaque. It can pull out the glyphosate that you've been exposed to from having any inorganic food your entire life, which this is a whole other topic. I'm going to get into glyphosate and parasites real quick here and then pass it to Ian, and then we're going to end it, guys. We'll have Santos talk again for a moment. Glyphosate is on all foods that are inorganic, and what it does is it's a mineral chelator. It destroys your probiotics. So immediately upon entering your body, any living biotic, because it is an antibiotic, it kills. So your probiotics, it immediately kills, and your probiotics send the nutrients to where they need to go in your body. Well, if this is killing your probiotics, this is slowly killing you. That's number one. And that's on all inorganic food you've had in your entire life. So all this autoimmune issues and all these different random diseases that we're seeing randomly appear in the last 20, 30 years, so much of that has to do with what glyphosate has done to the soil, number one, how it's ruined our soil density for mineral density, number one, as well as how it's ruined the soil for humanity and our gut. It's compromised so many of our guts, from oatmeal, from chickpeas, from wheat, from so often, guys, it's not the gluten, it's the glyphosate that made you go gluten-free, because that wheat is sprayed with glyphosate and it ruined your gut. So you want to be on the biomedic to reverse the damage done by glyphosate, number one. Number two, if you've had any flesh your entire life, you've probably been exposed to parasites. If you didn't wash all of your produce your entire life, you've probably been exposed to parasites. If you haven't had filtered water your entire life, you've probably been exposed to parasites. If you've ever been in an unclean river, you've probably been exposed to parasites. There are so many different ways that we can be exposed to parasites in this world, and the saying goes, if you have a pulse, you have a parasite. So the ultimate lifestyle transformation, guys, what Santos did, what we all do, what the transformation company is a parasite, pesticide, heavy metal cleanse with 2 all-organic raw meal replacements per day. And these parasites, what they're doing is they're stealing nutrients from you, number one, driving cravings, number two, to sugary foods, more blood, and more starch, as well as controlling your hormones and just wrecking what's going on in your gut. There are multiple different symptoms that I can't even get into or don't have the time to get into right now of what parasites are doing to people. Santos had 4 of them that he has since got rid of. in the last 60 days or so, 60 to 90 days or so, Santos?
Yeah, in 60 days, I got rid of four the four bacteria that I had in my gut. They're gone. It's gone.
You want to tell us about that real quick?
Yeah, sure, brother. So I went and got some blood work done because I moved up to here and I thought, okay, I'm up in the mountains, everything's nice and fresh, and but the itch came back. I hadn't had the itch for 6 months. I was going really well with my weight, holding my weight. And then I come up here, and in April, the itch came back. So I thought, right, again, I've got to step it up, which I did. I got a guy who knows about how to get the body in health and get it healthy. And so these are the parasites I used to have. This is back in August. So in August I had these four parasites. You can see there. All right, they're all positive. And then in September, I did further blood tests and I made improvement. That one was gone. Got rid of him, and I diminished these two.
Okay.
This one didn't move a bit, and that was September. There you go. And now we're in October, and everything's negative.
Brilliant. Great job.
So, having done that was another step, Isaac, because for 2 months I really haven't eaten a lot of food. And remember I was catabolic and you were worried and you made me take more amino acids, which I did. Yeah. And I got myself on track, but the parasites were still there, right? So in the last 2 months, like I've been saying to people, I'm just doing my Purium smoothies every day and eating a few bananas, apples. I've got pineapple there, papaya, all stuff that the parasites hate. And the cravings of I haven't had food cravings at all. It doesn't exist. Brilliant. When you parasites. It's the parasites that make you want to have burgers and Kentucky Fried Chicken and sugar and starch and blood. It's all the parasites. They command. They're in charge of your body. They are in charge. And when you deal with them and evict them, then you take control of your body, and they don't. You don't get all these crazy ups and downs hormonally as well. Yeah.
Ooh, tell us about that, Santos. How has that helped you hormonally in your mood and just, you know?
Okay, well, basically, I'm a very, very happy guy. Always have been in terms of just being content and satisfied and just generating happiness from myself, rather than going out and getting a kick or trying to get it from, friends, people, to get happiness from objects, toys, and anything that's outside of you. It's just futile. It's futile. So it has stabilized that. It has stabilized that significantly. Where now, in my private life, essentially, I'm basically just smiling all day long. It's like I can't believe how beautiful it is to be healthy. I've gone back to when I was about 10. That's how I feel. I remember I was a very, very healthy boy in my 10s as well. And I've had a lot of I guess you could say, discomfort health-wise by not really you know, um, doing the really, really good things that I do now, brother.
Doing the work,
Yeah,
the hard work.
yeah. You have to be very, very smart and eat real, live, living foods. Life begets life. Death begets death. Yeah, so it's interesting. The smile on my face stays around longer. My sleep is better. My dreams are awesome. I'm having such
Nice.
beautiful dreams, and they're almost dreams that I command. You know, like I wake up to go to the bathroom with a dream, and I go back and put my head on the pillow and pick up where I left off. That is very interesting. I've
That's
only
cool.
been able to do that very, very few times in my life, but now I'm doing it every second night.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Your
dreams.
skin's looking good, by the way, Santos. I want to tell you that your skin's looking like it's shining, bro.
It's all about absorption of nutrients. When the parasites aren't eating them all and stealing them off you, they go to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You get them. So,
Yep.
I mean, I really ask myself the question: how is it that they keep going when they don't even question what they're putting in their temple, in their mouths? It staggers me. It staggers me. All my life I've been conscious of this, although I haven't been, you know, I already admitted that I haven't been on the ball. I haven't been right on it. Now I don't leave any room for error. Everything I put in my body, just everything I do, everything is for my health, because health is wealth. You know,
Health is wealth.
it is.
That's right.
Yep.
Health is
Yep. And
wealth.
we were born to be wealthy. We weren't born to be poor. Poverty is not.
Absolutely. Two
It doesn't
things,
exist.
Santos. Two things, real quick. Talk more about being born to be wealthy and how Purium can pay us, right? Instead of us investing our money in companies that, number one, aren't living foods, but number two, won't pay us. And then this lady right here, she just asked, can you repeat the part about parasites craving fast food?
Well, yeah, you see, so essentially, when you get hungry, which is pretty much all the time when you have parasites,
Always.
they just pretty much command that you eat the foods that they want, and the foods they want, the cravings they have, they're not good. You know, it can cause someone who's obese to keep going past the pastry shop and buying all these sweets and pastries that they know will only harm their bodies and cause them to get more obese, but they have to have that fix. See, with this, there's no addictions. And the beauty about the health that Purium gives you is that they they say, look, we will give you some of the proceeds from the product, whereas how many corporations do that? You know, none. So here you've got a company that is pure in their intentions, pure in their ingredients, not sellouts. They don't do tricks. There's no added this and added that. It's just living pure ingredients, and they give you like a commission for sharing it with your friends. That sounds like a good idea to me, because that sounds like you're making what they call residual income or streams of income without having to go and do a job. I don't
Absolutely.
like jobs. I don't like the word. I don't do them. Never have, really. Done work, plenty of work, but I don't like bosses and I don't like jobs. And what a way, you know, if you've got a big network, you share this with
Network.
your friends, and they will be healthy, and eventually, well, not eventually, instantly, they will be recompensed for their efforts. So it's healthy and wealthy, for sure, brother.
Absolutely. And so to talk more on healthy and wealthy, I'm actually going to bring on the very first brand partner of Purium, the guy who introduced me to Purium in 2020, and then I showed Santos literally a year ago about from right now. Ian Farrar, he's my good friend. He's over in Florida. I'm going to add Ian right now. Just sent you an invite, Ian. Guys, Ian is the founding brand partner of Purium. This guy right here with the glasses, the Dave Asprey glasses, I love it. This guy,
Hey guys.
I'm gonna let you talk in a second, Ian, but let me introduce you. This guy is the founding brand partner of Purium. So our CEO and our product formulator together, they called Ian when they were like, okay, we're ready to take this to the world. They called him. He's a gold medal cyclist, #1. Still cycles about 20 miles a day, I think 4 or 5 days a week, or a few times. It could be more than that, could be every day. I don't know. He'll tell us. But premier athlete, in his 50s though, but a premier athlete still. Why? Because he's on Living Foods, and he's got residual income to be able to do so, and so he has the time to be able to do so. And he's going to talk to us guys real quick about, I saw someone ask what the product is called. The product is called Purium. He's going to talk to us about this product real quick and the concept of how these superfoods can pay you as well. We are open in the United States, Canada, and Europe. Anyone outside of there, we can freight forward to you, but I'll let Ian talk. Okay, go ahead.
Fantastic. First of all, it's really a blessing to be on here with both of you. Santos, great to see you. Looking awesome, looking vibrant. I really appreciate the opportunity to really make an impact on your health, because that's really why I'm here. And I had an idea and a vision 22 years ago when I approached Dave Sandoval, who's the author of the Green Foods Bible. And I said, you know what, guys, you got to bring these products to the masses, because selling in retail, you know, you're blinded by all these products on the wall, and you're not really going to get super quality because there's a lot of Me Too out there. So, you know, I was a full-time cyclist when I had the vision of getting involved in direct selling, but I wouldn't sell out to inferior products. So that's why I found the right people that were committed to certified organic, verified non-GMO projects. And really important, because there's a lot of marketing companies out there. Products are in the back seat, the opportunities in the front seat. Well, the Purium Superfoods are in the front seat here. If you own a body, really pay attention to what's been shared here, because if you have a gut microbiome, which everyone does, more often than not, it's been affected by the proliferation and the introduction of agri-pharma chemicals in our food supply. So taking and using Biomedic will help your gut microbiome potentiate and operate the way it was designed. The human organism has been around for a long time. In the past 150 years, a lot of things have changed, including since the 1950s. So for me, you know, I'm a superfood addict like Isaac is and like Santos is, and my wife and I can't get enough of these organic superfoods, okay? So the bottom line is that, you know, I'm semi-retired. You know, I ride my bike, you know, like 3 kilometers a day, which is about 25 miles. And I'm powered by superfoods. I don't even eat prior to my rides. I take the Super Amino 23, as Santos mentioned. I take 5 of these. I take our Can't Beat This, our Beet Juice pre-workout, which is 100% certified organic. And I really live on these superfoods. Now, do I eat, you know, sprouted salads and avocados and the best fruit that's available? Absolutely. But most of my nutrients come from these organic superfoods. because unfortunately it's the soil that the food is grown in that determines its nutrient density. So the Power Shake, for example, this gives one the nutrient density of 6 microgreen salads. Okay, this is the game changer. When it comes to getting the fruits that one needs, apothecary and malnutrition cherries are the only cherry species that have naturally occurring melatonin. But human beings are inflammation walking around. So taking the cherry before you go to sleep, you're going to get that deep restful sleep. You're going to give the body the equivalent of 9 servings of fruit. If a business did not exist around this, I still would consume and spend what I spend on Purium. That's how important my health is. Now, in December, I'm going to be 55 years old. And when I share that with people, I mean, look, chlorophyll, man. I take a lot of chlorophyll on a daily basis. But listen, like Santos, when I grow out my beard, I do have gray in my beard. Okay, so gray is a sign of wisdom, and I'm not against grays. Long story short, I've been using chlorophyll-rich superfoods for close to 30 years. Chlorophyll is the elixir of life, okay? It's almost identical to human hemoglobin. So when you're ingesting chlorophyll, your red blood cell count's going to be high, you're going to be oxygenated, and that is the key to a rainbow program like Purium Health Products. So for people that want to order these products, because a lot of people have said, you know, how do I join? Santos has a code, okay? And if people have any questions about the products, myself and Isaac chime in and help you facilitate the best health ever. We're open in all 50 states of the United States. We're open in Canada, and we're open in the European Union as well, okay? Bottom line is that health is free, disease you earn by the choices you make on a daily basis. So there's a tremendous opportunity to make the biggest impact on your health ever by making smart, conscious decisions. I happen to be a plant-based vegan. I'm very proud of my choices because the bottom line is that you are what you eat. Your body is where you live, and it's your vehicle to travel through on this physical plane. So yeah, we are open in the UK, by the way, as well. Yes. So that's a little 2 cents from Mr. Ian Farrar here.
Brilliant. Ian, thanks so much, bro. Really appreciate you having you on. Guys, right now I'm typing the code to join Santos.
And the website.
Lifestyle transformation. Okay, post. I'm pinning. Hold on, I'm pinning it. All right, so it says on the bottom here, guys, iShopPurium.com, code syncretism. Buy the ultimate lifestyle transformation. Okay, that is the parasite, pesticide, heavy metal cleanse with 2 all-organic raw meal replacements per day. Okay, it comes with the parasite cleanse that Ian just showed. It comes with the Power Shake. If you're in Europe, different website, PlantinumEurope.biz. You buy the 10-day transformation, same code, syncretism. If you're in Europe, DM Santos, and we will get you the correct link and make sure that you're good to go. Also, everyone that buys, DM Santos afterwards with proof of purchase, and we will put you into a group chat together for everyone who's building Purium, whether or not you're just doing the cleanse or you want to build with us. This is a business. We're going to build this as a business, but we're also going to get very healthy and help reverse people's gut problems, help reverse people's indigestion, help reverse people's hypertension, help reverse people's hyperthyroidism. Go ahead, Ian.
And I want to add this too. You know, we're in a very interesting economic cycle right now, what's going on planet Earth, okay? And you know what? To stay ahead of inflation, because they're going to print and print and print. Having a residual income or building a residual income, I mean, I have 20 years with Purium. This is my 20th year with the company. And like I said, I'm semi-retired, but I'll never retire from helping people tap into their potential, which is health and living life on their terms, okay? I mean, listen, I got a home in Medellin, Colombia, where my wife is from. We live in Orlando, Florida. I ride my bike when I want. So if you want to be part of this really, really beautiful economic model offering the best organic superfoods direct to consumer, we could support you, okay? Isaac and I have many years in network marketing, direct selling, but we didn't want to be involved with any of the other companies out there because they're not really committed to the beautiful rainbow of potential products that could exist. So we have that in place now. So we're looking forward to supporting all of you. There is no income like residual income, and we're here to support you.
Yes, we do ship to UK.
Yes.
For everyone asking, we do ship to the UK.
Yep.
I can't pin 2 comments, otherwise I would pin the UK link here as well. If you're in the UK, you want to buy, DM Santos or DM me. You can DM me on my backup account or on my main account. You can DM Ian as well. Everyone follow Ian, follow me, follow Santos if you're not following all of us together. We really appreciate all of you guys' time. We're going to post this on YouTube as well. Santos, do you have any last words to add about living foods with Purium? And yeah.
Yeah, look, it's got everything, guys. It's the economy and people losing their job and stuff like that. Residual income is a heaven sent. It's a heaven sent. When you know you can go to your bank and there's something there, you know, and you didn't have to go and work for a boss or anything like that. But yeah, look, I just recommend to people to do the intelligent thing. And I want to add that I really wanted to talk about this one because this is the one that really helped me. Being a guitarist, my nails were breaking, and you put me onto this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
guys, this is really good for your skin and your nails. My skin's improving by far.
Your
and
skin looks great. That's what I said.
Yeah, my nails now are not breaking, and I'm playing more guitar.
Nice. You're playing again. Brilliant.
Yep.
And you weren't playing before you were taking the Renew.
Well, I was breaking nails all the time, and I need
you were playing but breaking them.
Yeah. That was just
and let me speak to that. Not to interrupt, but you know, MSM is a real key factor in there. Okay, sulfur is the 4th most abundant element in the human body. Most people are lacking sulfur. It's cooked out of vegetables. So I take 9 Renew hair, skin, and nails a day. Okay. And long story short, when I get a nice shave, people are like, "Whoa, you're glowing." Superfood glow happens, but Renew hair, skin, and nails. I mean, I take a lot of those, and I still have a good head of hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Cool, brother Santos. Anything else?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no. I wish everyone health and wealth because we deserve it. It's why be unhealthy? Why be unhappy? Food and nutrition and what you put in your body is what comes out, guys. Make the right decisions. You know, don't go to shops to buy your food. That's where everyone fails. Whatever diet you're on, the shops don't have food. You know, this is food. This is real food from real soil. It's got the nutrition. You'll know.
Real living foods. Absolutely. Thanks so much, Santos. Real quick analogy to what you just said. Going to the store. Last night I saw a video of this leopard going to a water hole, and it's you know, anticipating whether or not there's any alligators or crocodiles in the water hole, right? And it's looking around and it's licking some of the water, and then immediately this big crocodile jumps out, bites it by the neck, pulls it in the water, and all these other leopards around it are looking at it like, what the hell? And then they choose not to go back to the water. They choose to walk away. Guys, we have to walk away from the water of public foods, of fast food, of eating out, of processed foods, of inorganic foods. That's the water. We think it's going to feed us. We think it's going to nourish us. But there's a fucking crocodile there waiting to kill you. You see what I'm saying? So you know, there's 3 kinds of people in this world, guys. People that make things happen, people that watch things happen, and people that go, what the fuck just happened? So exactly. You can be one of those 3 today. You can make it happen, or you can just watch it happen, or you can just, you know, be an NPC and whatever. But we appreciate you guys' time. For everyone who watched the whole live, we're going to upload this on everything. Santos, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Ian.
I appreciate you guys very much.
Great to be here. Always in service, my man Santos.
Always.
Guys, follow
Blessings.
everyone. Peace.
Okay, ciao.